Hello, Divine Rising. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining my channel, Infinite Divine Pathway. Whether you're tuning in from YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram, I am so happy you are here. If you're new here, I am Lassyfly, and this is our sacred space where we dive into the magic of the universe together. If you could just take a second to tap that like button, follow if you haven't already, and subscribe on YouTube so you never miss a session. We're just gonna do some messages. I actually have a little message that just kind of came to me right now because when I was making the links for the live, I happened to look at what time it was, and it happened to be 10:10, and my thing was at 91%. So it's like all those tens, the angels are numbering. And then I kind of had this message pop up about tens and new beginnings and just, this almost like, I know it's not really a portal, but it is this like portal energy that was coming through. Hello, how are you, beautiful? Thank you for joining, Nicole. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really have, anything planned. Well, there's no sunshine here, but it's a beautiful day for sure. It's a beautiful day because we woke up and we're here to keep doing our thing and shining our lights. But for some reason, I don't know what's going on in California. It was beautiful yesterday. It was hot, and it just looks really overcast right now. So I don't know what that's about. And it's 10:16. I'm on later. I got up later today. I guess I didn't get up with my alarm. I went off, but I didn't hear it. Slept right through that thing, I guess. And I guess my body needed it. But when I did wake up, my son's cat knocked over a bunch of stuff, and I had to clean that up. So here I am now. You are in California. Oh wait, not. Are you talking about San Diego? No. Are you in? Are you in like what? South Dakota? I don't think I felt it, but I got the notification. Oh yeah, San Diego. Um, you felt it? Oh, okay. I was gonna say you felt nothing. No, no, no. No, I didn't feel it either, but I got the notification and I was like, what? Okay. No, I forgot what it was. I don't even think it was a 5. Oh, wow. I might have been asleep through it too, though, but I feel like I got the notification and I saw that and I was like, oh, wow. But I don't, honestly, even if it did, probably the way the fucking cat jumps on the bed constantly, I wouldn't have even realized that it was happening. I'd have just assumed it was the cat. But she's crazy. She knocked down a whole bunch of stuff off my altar this morning, and that's what I had to pick up. And then now I'm here later. But I also slept later, so. But what I was, where's my incense? But what I was saying is I had this whole like message come to me when I was creating the links, when I saw the 10:10 and then the 91%, which also breaks down to 10. So it was just this whole like divine activation code going on, and it kind of, I feel like went in alignment with this. So I guess we'll talk about that. And then if anybody, I guess I could pull some cards too. But this was kind of, I guess, the message that was coming through for me. So I needed to share it. But it was like basically that 10:10 is, letting us know, me, everybody collectively, these are timeless messages. So if you happen to be watching this, then if it resonates, take it. But it's like you're being called to step into alignment with your soul's mission. So, if you haven't already, I feel like this 10:10 that was being shown on all of my devices, because it was literally 10:10 when I started to make the links. I didn't even realize that either. I was just sitting here with my thoughts, and I didn't necessarily meditate, but just, gathering my thoughts and figuring out what's coming to me. But I happened to see the 1010, so it was like, this is all about new beginnings. I feel like it's also about like spiritual growth for us, which a lot of people are like going through right now. A lot of people are even for the first time, you know, just having spiritual awakenings, and they're just like, what the hell's going on? So, you know, if this is for you, but it's like divine timing and trusting in that. And it's like, what was coming to me when I seen that 1010 is like, if you've been doubting your path, like consider this to be the green light from the universe, like with the 1010 that I was seeing. This is like your go. Oh, I didn't realize I still had that highlighted. So funny. How do I not take it out? But with my device being at 91%, that was breaking down to 10. But like, I felt like that 91 was like holding this energy with that 9 for completion. But this is also like fresh starts, which also I believe this is breaking down to the year 9, which is also the year of the snake. So it's like fresh starts, shedding old skins, old versions of you, old beliefs and things. And I feel like that one also is more about new beginnings as well, but it's also about like leadership, creation energy, and like it's about, you know, people starting to, like I said, get into alignment with your soul's mission. And if that means like being creative and creating things, you know, this is your green light. What else was coming to me? I was like excited about it when I first, like, it was just there. Um, I feel like with them together, how they break down to 10, 91 numerology breaking down to 10. I feel like that was basically what the message was, like, with the whole green light thing, but also like, it was like coming down, not coming down, but like I was receiving it like, it's time to let go of what is no longer aligning with our truth so that our next chapters can unfold, which was that new beginning. But, you know, wrapping up this thing. And I kind of had that Dave Chappelle with a wrap it up skit where, you know, he has the little button and it's the wrap it up B, like, you better wrap that gavel up B. But it's like wrapping up this old version of you, so that we can have this next chapter unfold for us. So it's like we're all just basically being guided to release old beliefs, old habits, you know, relationships that dim our light, things that we do to dim our light, beliefs, things that we tell ourselves. And I feel like it's about us creating from a place of power and divine wisdom. The divine feminine is rising, you know, and there's a lot of wounded masculine that needs to, you know, be healed. So I feel like it's coming from that place of healing, of divine wisdom, but also for us to trust. What are you doing, you crazy cat? For us to trust like what is falling away from us, because it's making room for something that is, you know, in alignment with our soul's mission, but it's also authentic to us. It's more authentic, you know, than what we're holding on to or what we're trying to keep, which, you know, let it go. It's not meant for us anymore. So taking that, how that resonates for you. I also feel like this is also about it's like about ascension. Did you get it stuck? She's trying to get it from underneath the fridge. She's all spread out. You can't reach it? I don't know. I'm not going to reach it for you. So I also feel like this candle, this Mars energy. with this 10 energy that I was seeing when I first made the live links. I feel like this is basically the energy of that creation that was coming up, and it's like the message that I feel is coming through this flame is saying like you are the architect. You know, you are the creator of this reality, of your ascension. You know, doors are, you know, opening for us that were once locked, which I feel like is exactly why when I've been doing the charm readings, so many keys are coming out. And that's why they just like threw that at me with all these keys. So we are literally opening these doors that have been locked. And I feel like it's time for us to stand in our truth, to speak our truth, to shine unapologetically, no matter who it upsets. 1101 when I said that, so that's still new beginnings, you know, creation, you being in your authenticity. I feel like those are the angels numbering and as a confirmation for what I just said. But I always say the universe is conspiring in your favor, so it's up to you to walk through the threshold, these doorways, boldly. You don't have to be afraid. Don't be afraid of your power. Don't be afraid to shine. Like that's literally what we're meant here to do right now, to let all this shit fall away from us. What are you doing? All I see is like a cat arm like come up on the table. She's playing with the hair tie. She got it, I guess. That was just weird, just this cat arm coming out of nowhere. So these things can be coming out of nowhere for you too. Unexpected, you know, downloads, upgrades. There's that whole ascension that was coming out, but it's making, you know, you having these things leave, it's you making room for something more authentic, more aligned with your soul's mission. So allowing this to happen, no matter how uncomfortable it feels, don't put it in there, you weird cat. So yeah, taking that how it resonates for you, but that 10 energy was like really noticeable for me, and it was just that's what was coming out. So I don't know. I guess that's some of the Mars Day medicine messages. Maybe it's medicine. Maybe somebody needed to hear that. Take what resonates. Let's see. What are you doing? Watch out, that's gonna burn you. Move, cat. It's an incense. Scoot, 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 scoot. There we go. Yeah. You want to be seen? She wants to be seen. Oh, maybe not. I think she's gonna try to jump on my fridge. Freaking. All right. Now I can see. So, what do you need, kitty cat? So let's see what comes out. What messages? You just come and sit right on my stuff. Excuse me. Thank you. Scoot. Yeah, right on my stuff. Move, 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 move. All right, let's see what we have. Let's see what charms we have since we brought up the charms. We will use the one, oh, I didn't readjust that other one because the size was way too big. But we're going to use this one that I just made. So we'll see. Hello. It's always medicine. I know, right? Shit, I'm not her mom. I'm her grandma. She's a jerk. She knocked all my shit down earlier. I'm mad at her. Can't believe her. She doesn't respect me. But she is. She's a good medicine too. Let's see what we have coming out today. I'm gonna my charms. Well, the rest, not maybe not the rest of them, because I do have a bunch of bins to go through. I did my nails yesterday, which is kind of why. Well, no, Danny has therapy on Mondays, and I, you know, now that it's in a different place, it's a lot further away. But I decided to rest, and when I finally got home, I did my nails, and then I woke up later today for some reason, but where the hell was I going? I totally forgot what I was gonna say now. Oh, so yeah, because I did my nails, I don't really want to go all the things. Dude, these motherfuckers, that's like that meme that I shared earlier. They just gaslight the hell out of me for real. Like I feed them, I do all kinds. I was wondering why you said Doug. You're so funny. You said dick. Um, but yeah, that's literally how these cats are. They don't respect me. They are dicks. What are you doing? These are not your charms. Look at her. See, she's over trying to get into my charms. But I'm gonna have some more charms. I have like other charms that are in like bins. I gotta go through the bins because some of them are also like I had charms that I was gonna put in candles and stuff, so they're like with candle stuff. But I have like letters and other things that I think I even have. I might have angel letters, but if not, I made my own angel charms jewelry, so I could always. Okay, we have. That's so funny because did we not just fucking have that message that come through for me that with that 1010? Why the fuck did we get a key? And it is in learning and creativity. And what was I just saying about the whole creativity thing? Like, having this be with that 91 energy when I was talking about like the leadership and the creation, like this is perfect alignment with that. Like you're unlocking these things like they were saying. It's with that whole message with the doors opening that were once locked. Here are the keys. They are giving you the keys. They are unlocking this wisdom with this learning and with this creativity. All these things are meant to help you to align with your soul's mission. And I want to say this is Omniite. And this is like a fucking ancient fossil, man. It's a crystal, but it's a fossil. This is fucking thousands and like I don't know how many years old. This is so old, okay? And I think it was like a creature. I have to remember what all the information on it, but it's a crystal type thing. You can wear it. It has very powerful let me look it up actually. Where's my phone at? Hold on. I think it's called Omniite. I always check Pinterest because they know all the crystals. How do you spell it? Okay, let me see. It's yeah, it's Omniite. Or yeah. So what does it mean? It means like shit, I didn't spell it right, but I know that's what it is. Spell it right so they can know what I mean. Okay, this is what it means. So it's like it was an extinct marine animal, and it's like compared to the ram's horn. It's a physical reminder that life energy never truly disappears. It just transmutes into a different form, which we were just talking about this the other fucking day. Energy never dies, it only transforms. So this is very much that same energy with the prosperity and finance. It's basically, I feel like saying that this is going to what is it gonna do? Like, I feel like you're gonna like prosper in so many ways because this is like ancient almost as in your DNA. It's like you're gonna go deep almost. It's like I feel like what it's saying, because this is so old, when I just looked at what it was like on Pinterest, what was it saying? Like Omni is like, I think it said it was 65 million years old. So I was fucking wrong when I said it was 1,000 or thousands. I think Pinterest said it was like 65 million years. But I feel like with this, it's like how they were saying it doesn't, it's like lifelong, it never dies or whatever. But I feel like it's also saying like it's activating cellular memory for us, where it's helping us to reclaim like our ancient knowledge, whether it be starseed origins or even soul contracts, and like going deep into those, where how it had the learning and the creativity being unlocked. I feel like it's you going back deep into these roots, into these, cellular memory, and using these um what I want to call that. What are we saying? Like I don't know, I can't think of the word. It's not coming to me, but I know what they're trying to say. But it's like it's you're tapping into these wisdoms, these gifts and things. And even with that whole, actually they're bringing up the whole shedding of the old skin, even with, so it's like they're saying that it's like you even letting go of old versions, even old beliefs that could be programmed in your cellular DNA from, you know, ancestors and stuff like that, where you could be holding on to blockages that make it so your finance and your prosperity seems like it's blocked. So they're like letting go of those. Oh, they're making it make sense. So that's basically what they're saying. It's like you have this prosperity and financial blockages that basically might need to be shed. But even if you don't have them, they're like, this is already in your DNA. Tap into your wisdom, tap into your knowledge and knowing, and then use that as a great, create a way to use those things that the gifts that you might have, the rememberings that are coming back online for you, like use those as a way to also create prosperity and financial abundance for yourself. But if you are actually having the blockages, they're like shedding those old layers of yourself, letting that shit go. This actually is in the middle as well with like the health and well-being. So it's like both. And I feel like with that being in the health and well-being partly as well, I feel like it's basically saying that this is also, I feel like, you needing to like let go of things that are not serving you health wise, because this ancient wisdom, this knowledge, all of this that is like in this cellular DNA, in this, 65 million years of like knowledge, all of that shit. Like, I feel like they're saying like, this can also, like, if you tap into these old knowings, into this ancient wisdom and stuff, this could also help you to where you shed old, diseases and ailments and stuff, because you know how to then tap into that and bring yourself the, as they're saying, prosperity, health, and vitality. So take that how that resonates for you, but it's like you're tapping into that. I also feel like with that spiral energy, they're saying that you could also use this to remove that stagnant energy, transmuting it, which will then release the blocks that you are having, whether they be financial and prosperity wise or health and well-being. They're like transmute it and release it back so that it's pure life force. Take that how that resonates. But they also have the fairy for us, and this is Tink, and she is actually facing down. So I feel like that's exactly what it's saying. Like, you're not able to see these gifts that you have, this, this sacred information that you have. They're even saying to me, like, you are the spiral, like the storm and the stillness. So, like, that's, you have it all. They're even saying, like, you're not behind, you're in, like, sacred motion. Even in stillness, you evolve. So, whether that mean taking the time to just be present with that key, unlocking this information, but something is not being seen. You're not seeing the magic. You're not seeing, your power, or that you are the healer, that you have all of these memories that are a part of you. And that is also with them saying, like, letting go of these old versions of you, these old fossilized versions of you, even too, like, because they're like, these parts of you are no longer serving you. And they're saying, like, there's also things in you that you could remember, like these honored memories, but they're like, not the burdens. Let go of all of those things, because I feel like that's what that face down is like. You're blocking yourself. You could be holding on to the burdens. You could be holding on to the things that are not serving you. And in order to have this abundance, this unlocking, this key, if you will, then you need to shed these old versions of yourself. So am I feel like I'm tired, but okay, thank you. That, I'm glad that you did. Um, so I feel like they're also giving you some obsidian, and this is in relationships and social lives. We have both of these together. They're kind of stuck to each other at the moment. This is like a beautiful little star-like type thing, maybe like with a pearl, and then there's some obsidian on the other side. So I feel like this is very much saying, when it's coming to your social life, your relationships, I feel like they're saying, like, there's some protection that's needed. There's also some beauty that has come from some pain, because pearls are, created from trauma and pain to the oyster. That's like a part of their healing process. So I feel like this is very much protection needed, but also I feel like that's also about, like, shadow work. I feel like truth could be coming up for people with these relationships. Maybe people are showing you who they are, and they're like, believe what you see. People could collectively be going in and doing this shadow work and healing these traumas, these pains, and making something so beautiful from it. These pearls, these they could also be I feel like with them being stuck together, I feel like they're saying, like, through this pain becomes this beauty, and this struggle becomes your strength. Like, they're connecting to each other, and it's like you hold on for your life, like, and sometimes for people that, like, you have relationships with, you hold on. And sometimes they're saying, like, you have to even, like, break apart, because of the fact that, the relationships are no longer serving. I feel like it's about self-love. I feel like it's also about, like, this womb healing, you know maybe even because of the way it's kind of shaped, the obsidian, not necessarily like its womb, but it's just like it can hold something in it. It kind of does remind me of like the womb, like the little sac type thing that you would see in like, you know, your ultrasound picture. Like it's got that shape to me. Maybe it's just me, but it just gives me that ultrasound type shape. I am not seeing these comments. What the hell? I didn't even see these. Oh, dude. Did you know I just heard something yesterday too that apparently women who are married, um if you've changed your last name, like apparently whatever they're trying to push it, that we can't vote. Our husbands have to be the one to vote unless we go back to our maiden names or some shit. I don't remember. It was something that I seen on TikTok. They have like a lot of videos that go around for like bills that they try to pass and shit. And that was one of the things that I had seen, and I was like, what the fuck? That's pretty like setback. Like the hell? Especially because I feel like it's suppression too. Like, how you gonna stop people who've already been voting from voting? Because what the fuck? But yeah, it's a lot of weird shit happening. But I feel like this is the ending of it. Like, it has to get really bad before it gets good. It's like that journey I always talk about on our quests, because we are the heroes in our stories. We are the warriors in our stories. You know, we're the main character. 88, as I say that. And actually 1010 again, my phone, it's 10 and it's 40. So it's 1046. 4 and 6 break down to 10. So 1010 and 88. Man, fucking angels are numbering these messages. So I feel like this is like that quest. It's right before it gets to the ending, and it gets really, really scary and so hard before it gets to the part where you're like able to breathe and you can go back to, you know, your village or your town or whatever it is, and you can show them like the slayed, you know, creature that you have slayed to save yourself, not necessarily them, because we're all our own saviors, but maybe they look at you as their savior. But this is your quest. This is, you know, you saving all aspects of you, all versions of you, your child versions, your teenage versions, your adult versions, you know, all versions. So basically that is your little village. You're healing them, you're saving them. But it gets really, really hard before it's over, and it's so scary, super scary, but we have the strength to do that. So I feel like that's what's happening right now. Things are getting super duper scary for us, you know, but I think that's what this whole obsidian is coming out with. I feel like that's what this pearl is coming out with, because they're saying like collectively, this is a collective message. Like, we are being given these keys. We are literally learning how to go within and to heal these parts about ourselves. We're getting these, you know, ancient wisdoms coming in with this omniite, and this is 65 million fucking years old. We're supposed to be remembering our magic, because right now we're not even being able to see that. But even with love and partnership, we still have divination here. We have the fucking crystal ball. This is trusting our intuition, you know, this is even psychic connections. It could be even telepathy, you know, but it's where we're starting to move into that unity. And pretty fucking soon, man, it's gonna be where the vibration rises so high, all this shit is falling out. Like, we're not even gonna have to, like, you know, be paying people for things anymore, where we have to like ask for services, you know. And I'm okay with that, because, you know, everybody has this gift, but eventually it's going to come on where everybody just they just turn on. If you haven't already had the gift, it's just going to turn on, and telepathy will be available to you. So it's like, I feel like there's so much healing that is coming from this pain, and there's protection that is needed. But I feel like this is very much, you know, this intense transformation, but it's inner healing. because I feel like that's exactly what they're telling me, actually. That I even saw a TikTok yesterday, which is such fucking alignment because that helps me to remember it. This girl was talking about obsidian and peridot and how they're made, you know? And so this is basically what they're showing me is like the obsidian and the molten volcanic glass and shit, and how it's born from this intense heat and transformation. And that's exactly what they're saying. Like, it's the Aries season, and maybe it's actually almost over now, but still, like, it's fire. It's us fucking going within and doing this inner transformation, heating shit up, okay? So that we could do this healing. We're literally burning away all the things that aren't serving and aligning with us anymore. That's that phoenix energy coming in so that we could rise above these ashes. But I feel like with that is also like this psychic energy coming out, you know, where also with that psychic energy coming out here, but with that obsidian, I feel like it's like this psychic vacuum almost, where it's sucking out negative energies, falsehoods, toxic patterns, like old belief systems, the shit that's no longer aligning with us anymore. And that shit is crumbling. It is very much crumbling. It might not always look like it, but like I said, it gets really scary before it gets good. And it's the same thing. Like, I've literally been to the beach in the fucking early morning with my husband before the sunrise. And I remember how dark it got before the sun rose. At one point, I literally felt my anxiety because I'm just like, whoa, why the fuck is it so dark? Like, the sky just got so much darker, and it scared me. And I remember trying to be calm and cool because my husband don't even like to go to the ocean like that. He don't even like, I love the ocean, but I'm terrified too because I have so many lifetimes where I've died in the ocean waters or through natural disasters like tsunamis and shit. Okay. So I've had lifetimes like that, and I still work through it, but I be facing my fears. But I remember how scared I was, and I was trying to like be calm. But I remember, oh, I'm gonna cry because I actually read it in my journal a while ago about that experience. But I remember being so fucking terrified and looking in the sky and how dark it was, and literally seeing like the faces of my ancestors. And I wrote this shit in my journal. And it was like one of the most amazing experiences that I had, but it literally gets the darkest before the dawn, before the sunrise. And that's what I'm saying right now is it's going to be so dark right now. It's going to be so scary. But that's because we all have so much inner healing that we need to do. There's so much work that is being pushed under the rug, things people don't want to face and acknowledge, so many hurts and pains and so many traumas. But it's like, if we just go within, we can make these beautiful pearls. Oh, it's backwards. We can make these beautiful fucking pearls out of that pain, out of that trauma. So it's us letting go of these things, literally cutting the cords, you know, deep ancestral work, because this goes back like to our ancestors. It's not even just us. It's literally, like I said, cellular DNA, which is exactly why they're fucking bringing this out and why it's in both. How are we going to prosper? How are we going to have that abundance and that health and well-being, that optimal health, when we hold on to blockages, when we can't even see these things, when we don't even want to see these things, when people don't even want to go in and do the work? And it's all about the emotional healing. And that's why they have that pearl, because it's through the irritation, you know, it's teaching us how pain becomes beauty. But also how that struggle becomes our strength. And we are struggling right now collectively. And it's like we're going to turn this struggle into our strength. We're so much stronger, so much more powerful than we realize. We've been led to believe that there are saviors outside of us, that there are, you know, things outside of us that we look for when it's all within us. All we have to do is go in and remember. And I feel like that's exactly what is happening with the pearl and with the obsidian. It's like this pairing of the shadow and light, the fire and water, the warrior and the healer. It's healing trauma or past lives, which is exactly what the fuck this Omniite is coming out for. 65 million years. Cellular DNAs. You know, it's standing in your power while remaining in your heart center. So take that how that resonates, but that's the message. We need to collectively go in and do this work because this is where we're headed to, you know. But also I feel like we need to just be protecting ourselves. There's a lot going on energetically, and you know, we are energy. So thank you, universe. That was the message though. I don't know, take it how it resonates, if it resonates at all. But I am going to get myself ready. I have to be somewhere in a couple hours. It's already about to be 11. Yeah, I gotta be somewhere in a couple of hours. So I gotta get myself ready and do all my things. But I very much am so grateful for everyone who joined, for you sharing your energy, your light. It's always felt and appreciated. If any of this resonated or you just like what you heard, please don't forget to like and subscribe and follow, you know, do all the things, comment for my algorithm. But, you know, just so we can keep growing this sacred space together. Until next time, stay radiant, stay empowered, and most of all, stay magical. I will see you later on today. So I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. See you later.